Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Kelly Volk.
And I'm Don Jorgensen. Developing out in western Kettleland, the South Dakota Division of Criminal Investigation is looking into the death of an inmate in the Pennington County Jail.
Authorities say 56-year-old Floyd Snowbear was booked into jail Tuesday evening for disorderly conduct. Less than 8 hours later, a corrections worker found the man dead. An initial autopsy indicates the manner of death is natural causes, but final autopsy results are still pending. The sheriff's office turned the investigation over to the DCI per normal protocol.
A Minnesota man is behind bars in connection with a drug bust in Brookings. Kettleland's Renee Ortiz has a closer look at the case.
I'm here in Brookings at the Brookings Police Department. Yesterday, officers arrested 59-year-old Vernon Bernanis on drug and child abuse charges. The arrest was made after police say the suspect drove from Fargo to Brookings to allegedly sell crack cocaine to a confidential informant. Afterwards, a truck stop was conducted on I-29 where canine officers
We will have more on that coming up at 6. Authorities in Brookings County are trying to figure out what caused an early morning house fire. Crews were called to a home in Bushnell, which is about 15 miles east of Brookings. When firefighters arrived, the house was engulfed in flames. Crews from 7 area fire departments responded, along with other agencies. One person was treated and released for smoke inhalation.
Well, those firefighters were battling not only the fire, but battling the cold temperatures this morning as well, along with some winds too, Megan.
Yes, the cold temperatures will remain, but the winds are dying down as we head through the afternoon. Right now at Falls Park, we are at 4 degrees. We do have a north wind, though, at 11 miles an hour. Aberdeen is slightly colder at 0, but clear skies. In Imperial, a little bit warmer, single digits still, though, 8 right now. East wind at 5 miles an hour. Rapid City, though, dealing with some thicker cloud cover, 17 degrees this afternoon. There are our afternoon temperatures, single digits on either side of 0 in eastern Kettleland, but we are slightly warmer to the west with the teens. Custer is our warm spot today, right now at 32. And like I said, we do have some north to northwest winds anywhere from 10 to even 15 miles an hour. We could see some higher gusts still out of this. But with those cold temperatures and wind, we do get a wind chill of -12 right now in Sioux Falls, -16 in Aberdeen, -23 in Sisseton, and -25 in Ortonville. We do have a wind chill advisory for tonight into tomorrow morning. We could see those wind chills as low as -30 for the areas in blue. That does include Watertown and Sisseton. But good news on the way, we have warmer temperatures coming for this weekend. Tonight, going to remain cold with a low of 10 below in Sioux Falls, 12 below in Aberdeen, 5 above in Pierre, and 15 in Rapid City. And there is that warmer air starting in western South Dakota. 55 our high for Rapid City, but sharp drop off in temperatures, 25 in Pierre, 12 in Aberdeen, 14 in Sioux Falls. Saturday, everybody gets warm. 32 our high for Sioux Falls, 34 in Aberdeen, 46 in Pierre, and a breezy 55 in Rapid City. And even through next week, we look to keep those temperatures on the warmer side. We'll have those details coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thanks a lot, Megan. Proposed carbon dioxide pipelines are a big topic in several states right now. In South Dakota, lawmakers in Pierre will likely start taking up a number of bills next week relating to CO2 pipelines and eminent domain. Similar legislation is up for debate in North Dakota, one of which would remove the use of eminent domain completely. Meanwhile, Summit Carbon Solutions says that Iowa landowners have signed easement agreements for 2/3 of the project's route. The proposed CO2 pipeline has stirred controversy in several states, and landowners have been outspoken about safety and other concerns. But others have agreed to allow the pipeline to be installed. The project would capture carbon dioxide at ethanol plants and carry it through a 2,000-mile pipeline system to be buried in North Dakota.
Well, from TikTok to farmland, several states are raising concerns about China. In North Dakota, the U.S. Air Force is telling state leaders it believes a Chinese company's plan to build a wet corn milling plant near the Grand Forks Air Force Base poses a national security threat. Nationally, U.S. is announcing an increase in its military presence in the Philippines amid rising tensions with China. KELOLAND Washington correspondent Trevor Shirley reports.
Thursday's announcement includes a plan to accelerate a strategy of military expansion that was already agreed upon by the U.S. and the Philippines.
This is our oldest treaty alliance in Southeast Asia. We conduct more than 500 defense engagements together every year.
The development also underscores the tensions between the U.S. and China, which some fear could turn into an eventual military conflict.
These efforts are especially important as the People's Republic of China continues to advance its illegitimate claims in the West Philippine Sea. We remain committed to strengthening our mutual capacities to resist armed attack.
The announcement is part of an ongoing U.S. strategy to increase its military footprint and bolster alliances in the region. It includes $82 million to enhance military infrastructure in the Philippines.
Our alliance makes both of our democracies more secure and helps uphold a free and open Indo-Pacific.
Secretary Austin is now the latest high-ranking U.S. official to visit the Philippines after Vice President Kamala Harris stopped there in November, highlighting the country's military importance.
Secretary Austin also made clear that despite the military investments, the U.S. is not looking to establish permanent basing in the Philippines.